Yo, what is going on, y'all? Hope you're feeling well. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. So, hope everything is sounding good. Hope everything is looking good. Hope you are feeling and looking good. I bet you're looking good. You guys are a big bunch of beautiful looking people. And wanted to say that the markets are getting a little heated up now. We have some Bitcoin bounces off of these levels. We went as low as $58,000 on the Bitcoin price. And now we have bounced back into that purple box range that we have marked in the charts. If you were watching the live streams the past couple days, last week on Friday and yesterday, then you would have seen that we had some levels marked. Some of those levels indeed were met, and then we actually crushed through some, broke down a little further than what we were expecting, and now we've had the bounce. Now, what we're going to get into on today's show is what altcoins and meme coins had the strongest recovery and what was bought up the quickest, and that is going to help us and maybe help you. It's helping me to figure out what are the strongest narratives when it comes to the meme coins, when it comes to AI, when it comes to the Politify sector, when it comes to just strong community meme coins in general, and just the strongest chains, and what is going to be helping the onboarding process of a lot of the new people that weren't in the pre-bull market or the bull market in 2021. They were actually on the sidelines still. And now it's taken them a couple years to say, hey, oh my God, maybe they were about to get in. And then they saw all of the chaos that is the crypto markets. And they said, I'm going to wait a little bit. So now we have maybe those people that were on the sidelines potentially getting onboarded by the undeniable fact that we are going to have a digital marketplace for just about everything, completely everything. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into it on today's show. But first, I want you guys to do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I think about like 60 to 70% of the people that watch this channel do not subscribe. So guys, help me get to any kind of metric of over 3K subscribers. And that would be super cool. So I'd really appreciate it. And use all the links in the description. Make sure you guys are in the Discord. We got some people posting a lot more in the Discord saying that they're finally learning how to play Uno. So we're happy about that. Shout out to Uno players. Get real competitive with Uno in this household. All right, Paul Parker says, my altcoin bag is pumping. Yes, because the altcoins were down. If you guys, remember on the monthly here, a lot of the altcoins, for the most part, besides just a few outliers going from the top 100 list to the top 100 to 200 list, most of these altcoins and meme coins had been down a good 35 to 40% on the month, besides just a few outliers like we had Mog, Dog, Turbo, People. That's in the top 100, 200. And then if you go into the 100, you have Brett, Notcoin, Jasmine, and Tonchain. And so basically what you're seeing is from the week to the daily to the hourly is a altcoin recovery, an altcoin rally. And if you look at the thumbnail, check the thumbnail, and if you see CZ, he's like, hey, do you remember DeFi Summer? Don't you remember? I started that shiz. So if you remember, BNB, if we look at BNB, let's go to, we'll go to CoinMarketCap and we'll look at BNB really quick. And you guys got to remember that BNB is still in the top 5 and has solidified itself as one of the top liquidity, markets and trading markets in terms of trading volume on Binance, in competition with OKX and BYBIT, Gate.io, KuCoin. I mean, Binance still has the top trading volume. A lot of the times when things get listed on Binance, it's a strong indicator of a possible, if it's a good coin. I know some people make a joke, oh man, once it gets listed on Binance, downhill from here. But I mean, on the contrary, we'd say that BNB was the starter of the DeFi summer. I mean, you got to look at where this is interesting. Oh, this is so cool. They got these market metrics on here. When they start doing that, this is so cool. What? Okay, so this is cool, guys. Check this out. So Bitcoin on the Binance launches around this time. This is when this is in 2019. This is when they had a pegged Bitcoin version, Binance version of Bitcoin on the BEEP2, which is basically like a copy of Ethereum in terms of how it works. And so check this out. Then you got Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is launched. This is in summer of 2020. Okay, summer of 2020. Now look at this. This is so interesting. Look at that price spike from when Binance Smart Chain launched, and then we started to get DeFi Summer and Uniswap and all that stuff. Look at how much BNB went up. It went from $40 right here, right before it popped, $44, $700 in a matter of, oh my gosh, geez. January, this is what's crazy, okay? This is the exact time that I got into crypto, was DeFi summer. January, around the beginning of January in 2021 is when I remember when I even heard the thing, heard about Uniswap and even swapping in general, smart contracts and things like that. This is when the market truly started to heat up and froth up. And this coin went from $40 to almost $700 in a matter of 5 months. 5 months. 5 months. Craziness. Now, some people could say and speculate that we have Solana right under BNB to be a contender for BNB against BNB and also Ethereum at $137, market cap at 63 mil. You know, BNB's market cap is 84. We start getting over to, you know, over a $100 billion market cap for Solana. We're going to see Solana at $500, $600, at $700, just like we saw for BNB. The circulating supply is a lot different, though. The reason why BNB is able to sustain these prices here is because of the circulating supply. Look at the circulating supply on Solana and look at the price. So there's a lot more coins that end up in circulation, and as opposed to BNB. Now, would you say that, could you measure it up and say that, hey, would BNB even at $574 is still a good buy because of the circulating supply? Maybe the more buybacks and possible burning mechanisms of BNB, and the fact that it's got just a different, it's almost kind of like Ethereum, and Solana is not really like Ethereum. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm curious. What do you guys think? Is there any people even watching? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got about 1,000 people watching. Nice. Got about 1,000 people watching. All right, so let's get into the news. So we've been seeing Kendu Inu pop up in the ranks of being tweeted about constantly. We've been seeing Cointelegraph talk about him, CoinMarketCap talk about him, and they even posted a song. Oddly enough, ironically, it had my name in it. I don't know if they were trying to directly call me out and rickroll me, but man, they did a good job, because I had not listened to the song until we listened to it live last night, and my name was surprisingly in it. And so we thought to ourselves, man, we kind of feel like this guy right now. This is also really funny. We think these people have to jump on stage and act like this because all Trump has to do is just walk like very calmly across the stage with "I'm proud to be an American" playing in the background, and people are like, yes. But this chick is jumping up with a Cardi B song in the background, just like she's like, I can't hear you, the Bronx. It doesn't come off very well. I don't know, but it's funny. All right, so the one Inu that aims to rule them all. So we'll go through this article and we'll see what Cointelegraph thinks about Kendu Inu. All right, so Kendu Inu, a newly launched meme coin, has achieved extraordinary success, climbing to a peak ranking of number 218 among all cryptocurrencies within just 4 months, despite limited coverage by mainstream crypto influencers. All right, so Kendu Inu's entry into the crypto community is marked by an unwavering and positive work ethic deeply ingrained in the minds of thousands of its members. The energy within the Kendu Inu community is reminiscent of the early days of Shiba Inu, but is notably more organized, focused, and driven. So, I'm curious, have you guys dived into Kendu Inu? Because dang it, we kind of faded it a little bit because we told you guys they came into our live chat weeks ago weeks ago and said, hey, Dano, you should really check this out. And we said, you know what? Maybe. And then we gave it a little bit of time, but that's sometimes too late. No, I'm just kidding. It's not too late. It's still a decent market cap. We're going to pull it up here in just a second. Let me find it. Here we go. So the market cap right now is at 139 mil, 140 mil market cap. It's on a bit of a retracement now because we've hit some nice highs. We hit a high right here, a little test here, and then another break up. But then we've had, like we said, most of the altcoins through the week and the month have been kind of beat down if you think of the month. And on the yearly, it's a different story. Yearly, if you had been dollar cost averaging just in general in a lot of these in the top 100, this is how much you would be up. But like we said, that's the hardest thing to do. It is actually one of the hardest things and the easiest strategy. Isn't that ironic? It's a catch-22. It's the hardest strategy to stick to, but it's the easiest one to eliminate stress and trying chasing highs and lows. Because if you were to have just dollar cost average through the year on Solana, either Pepe or Jasmy, Thorchain, or even as much as Ordi through the year, because there's been a lot of dip opportunity. Floki, Akash Network, Tonchain just ripped up into the top 10 very fast and was, in the eyes of us for a while. And then you got SHIB going into the top 200. You got things like, you got the DEXs, you got Radium. Radium went up a lot because of the move with Solana and the meme coins. But there's also a lot of controversy with that. You got all of these Celebify tokens that people think are ruining the space and causing Solana to basically break and people to lose faith. And apparently there's some apparent case that's being built against Solana. It might be major FUD to really shake out people, because that's usually what happens. There's always a breaking case, and then the coin gets hit with major FUD, and then ultimately it's up to you to decide, hey, am I going to stick through it? Is the FUD strong enough to break a coin or said community into a major sell-off, or does it not? So we've actually seen that with, as we were talking about BNB, and BNB has had major FUD on it. I mean, there's always BNB FUD. There's always Binance FUD. There was major Binance FUD going through the bull market and the bear markets through the past 3 years. And look at how much the price has sustained, and there hasn't been major BNB sell-offs. I think once you see BNB starting to sell off and crash, that's when you know something's up. And I always remember Ivan on Tech. He mentions that. He's like, look, if I see major stockholders of Binance and BNB selling off their BNB and it starts to crash, something's up. But if they're holding their coins and the price is sustained and Tether is regularly being printed in the treasury and being sent through these wallets, whale wallets and USDC, then we're good. Long-term bullish. You got to be long-term bullish. Yo, so guys, we just wanted to, I was realizing, I was like, why aren't there wasn't anyone in the stream. No one was popping in. I had like, I think 0 people watching, but I realized that I did start earlier than usual. I had to start a little bit earlier because we got like VBS going on and stuff like that. So got to pick up my daughter a little earlier today. Hope everyone's doing well. Shout out to Big Daddy Super Bowls Rothschild. We're going to be ending the stream in about 10 minutes. But yeah, we were just talking about how BNB actually started the DeFi summer right here around when BNB chain launches basically the smart chain, where we had Uniswap and just like just Pancake Swap. It's just you've been studying thumbnails. Nice. Yeah, thumbnails are interesting. You know, thumbnails, I wouldn't say we're very good at making thumbnails. A lot of the times, I would say if we spent more time on it, we probably would have way better thumbnails. But I will be honest, we spend about 5 minutes on it, and it shows. My 5-minute thumbnails show, but I've noticed the ones that obviously perform the best is the ones that are simple to the point and don't have very much text. There's not a lot of text going on. Like, people kind of gravitate a little bit more towards the imagery, and if their eyes can really kind of like catch them in. I've noticed the big channels, kind of like Mr. Beast, it's just the background and the context of what they're doing, and then his reaction of of whatever it may be. And there's one that is very similar. A guy does this, and he utilizes Mr. Beast's tactic of he goes around and tests and says, I visited all the Taco Bells, all the biggest Taco Bells in the world. And so he has a picture of one of the Taco Bells like in the background, and it's like a really nice picture of him being like, you know, whatever, a reaction or something, but there's no text in the thumbnail. So yeah, there's all kinds of techniques, and then it all depends, I guess, on your niche, you know, your niche. But what I'd say is try and pull from the best ones that are like, look, which ones are like the most clickable ones, and then you can kind of meld your own style into it, so then you're still getting a piece of you in it, but you're still learning the technique, and you got the technique down of tweaking the thumbnail. We're getting there. It's just yeah, I think some of them are a little too like when it's like if the market's bearish, like they're like you know, whatever. I'm just like, I kind of want to be funny. Like, I more so want to be like, if the market's going down, I want you to like laugh and like and have like some humor in it, because the reality is that if the market is going down, you know, if the market's going down, you're feeling bearish. You're kind of, but you want to be cheered up. You know, you don't want to feel. Oh. Okay, yeah, okay. You're studying the manipulation they use to use with them. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I don't know if my thumbnails are manipulating. I don't know. What do all 5 of you, however many are in here? Yeah, what do all 5 of you think? Well, let's get into what happened with Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin wicked down to $58,000. Okay. All right, so we indeed traded back up into this range here, which was the longs get wrecked box. Can we? There we go. Let's do that. So the longs get wrecked box. So that happened. That was a thing, and now we're getting a bounce, and we're seeing a bit of an altcoin recovery here. Now, which ones have recovered the most? Pepe, Brett, Bonk, AGX, Athena, ENA. We got Fetch, Phantom. So here's my picks, okay? I'll tell you what my picks are. Here's my picks. I like Thorchain. I like Ruin. I like Phantom. I'm starting to like ENA because of the narrative of the USDE stablecoin. 8GX and Fetch AI because of the partnership with the ASI. I like Brett and Pepe because these are my two favorite meme narratives that I think are going to go well into the bull run, the quartered bull run. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, everything's crashing. Yeah, we have short-term memory. So short-term memory loss, and so I don't know. Like, okay, so let's do this. Let's go to my YouTube. Let's go to my channel and let's go through and look at my thumbnails. Let's look at the thumbnails. All right, let's see. Let's go here, go to channel, go live. Okay. So so this is from, 4 days ago. And what I've been doing is using CZ. I've been talking through CZ. Crypto and disbelief. So crypto and disbelief. It's because I was saying, like, everyone's just, like, thinking it's times like these we learn to load up again on crypto. Okay, so good title. Okay, so look, crypto bloodbath again. When will it end? Because there's always it's always the blood in the streets. Bitcoin in danger, but there's still hope. Because BTC was crashing. But I channeled CZ and I said, load up, deploy dry powder. Okay, so then is there more pain for Bitcoin? And I had to remind you that CZ has definitely seen worse. I've seen way worse. And then we have altcoins and memes start the rally to DeFi summer. So I think we're trying to follow a good we don't have, look, and we don't have any red in there. We don't have any red in there. It's green. We're trying to make sure that we're making you laugh. Can we survive short-term memory loss? I think this actually has been the best performing thumbnail. If we're on the subject of thumbnails and narratives, this one has been probably the best thumbnail I've ever made. This one right here, the meme takeover one. So this one right here, that I think is my favorite thumbnail I've ever made. That one just explains it all in one thumbnail. It shows you what I like. I like Polygon. I like Ethereum. I like XYO. I like Phantom. I like Bitcoin. I like Dogecoin. Crypto.com I think is like a sleeper competitor against a lot of the big boys out there like Coinbase, and so, and then you got Pepe there offering you the pills. Which one will you take? And you can see the difference of like how the viewage here, pretty good. And look, short-term bearish, long-term bullish. Simple. You know what? I think I'm going to start going off that narrative. Is just let's just keep it simple. You know, let's not make it let's keep it simple. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Well, I'm just trying to do my best to not make you guys feel like I'm have the crystal ball or something like that, you know? Mainly, I want you guys to be entertained. And we are going to dial up the show. We're going to level up the show. We are going to be leveling up the show in a lot of aspects. We're going to get more guests on the show. We were trying to have it to where we have one every Monday, but that's a tricky one to accomplish. But we want to have it to where we have a guest each week that is going to provide knowledge and provide a good source and a good resource of information to specific topics in crypto that I think are going to help veterans in the space and new people in the space. So we're going to do that. But yeah, Bitcoin actually, Bitcoin on the 45 minutes looking good. If we're looking Bitcoin on the daily, probably see a daily candle here, daily green candle. If it loads, might have to reload this. And then guys, we are going to be heading out. Okay, so nice. Okay, so it looks like we got some rejection off the 618 here. That's good. That's nice. But oh man, but then look at this. We're just pushing right up to the 618 and we're not getting rejected off of it. We might actually push up to 62,573 off the fib here. And someone left a comment on my channel and they were saying like, how do you use like the Fibonacci levels? And I mean, we've never been like an expert at doing it ourselves, but we've kind of understood that if you pull it from the recent highs to the lows that it hit right here, and you see of the retracement levels, you can kind of speculate that these levels price would indeed hit, or see where it's gotten rejected. And so that's how I use it. And a lot of the times it lines up pretty well with levels that we've already marked where we've had previous resistance or support. So you guys can do the same thing. If you go through on the 4 hour, this is what I like to do. I go on the 4 hour and I mark previous resistance and support levels. Like here's a support level. Here is resistance, right up here. And a lot of the times it lines up pretty well with the Bollinger Bands. And then, you can clear a lot of these. A lot of the times you can clear a lot of these. I keep a lot of them just as curious to see if they end up ranging back into, because I call these, these are trading ranges, what ends up happening between support and resistance. And if you're actively trying to scalp, then you can say, hey, look, that was a great bottom on the RSI. Bitcoin got pretty oversold right here. And so that would have given you a good indication of getting into some buying opportunities. But yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Just giving you just a little bit of TA, a little bit of market overview. And let's see. We had a couple things that we wanted to mention about the news. We had the Biden and Trump debate happening Thursday this week. We have a profit-taking strategy. Hopefully it hits the plate. And then we have, if you're curious about how all this started and where Brett even comes from, it's part of the Boys Club. And here is a whole backstory. If you guys wanted to really kind of learn, like, what is Brett all about? But we're bullish on Brett's one of the coins that we're bullish on for the base chain. And then Kathy Wood announces that she would be indeed voting for Trump. That was some breaking news there. And also breaking news is that, speaking of Trump, he will indeed be speaking at the Nashville Bitcoin Conference, which we will be attending the Nashville Bitcoin Conference. And we have some cool surprises for you guys if you're going to be there. If you are there, there's going to be a chance to have like some merch and some cool stuff that you will only be able to get if you see me at the Bitcoin Conference. So, guys, I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you on the next live stream today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you guys so much for the support. If you want to directly support the channel, make sure you guys use the links in the description and use the exchange, our partners on the channel, our BITFLEX. You get a nice, fat, juicy bonus if you sign up with my link. And we are indeed running the campaign for the treasure giveaway a little bit longer because we actually only had two people sign up. So we have to have more people sign up. So this, if you want to win a treasure, save 3, but also by trading and depositing, you still get a bonus, and you also get flex points, and you get opportunities to get trading vouchers and all that stuff. So guys, make sure you sign up with this link because we're going to run it for a little bit longer so we can get a little bit more signups, because I think 2 was a little weak, guys. So just make sure you do this. Make sure you sign up with all the links in the description. And yeah, we'll see you on the next live stream. Peace out.